Texas is in the middle of one of the most aggressive infrastructure build-outs in its history. Across the state, construction cranes aren't just rising for upgrades, they're rising for transformation. From super-tall skyscrapers and semiconductor factories to rail corridors, airports, and energy-hungry data centers, the scale of construction underway in 2026 reflects a state preparing for decades of growth. Population growth, economic expansion, and rising technological demand. These projects aren't isolated. Together, they represent a structural shift in how Texans live, travel, work, and connect to the global economy. Here are the mega projects actively reshaping Texas in 2026 and why they matter. In downtown Austin, a new tower is redefining the state's skyline. The Waterline Tower is on track to become the tallest building in Texas. When complete, the 74-story Supertall will rise more than 1,000 feet, surpassing Houston's long-standing height leader and marking a turning point in Austin's urban identity. Construction began in 2022. By 2026, the structure has climbed past its midpoint, with steel framing and concrete cores pushing steadily upward. Curtain wall installation is advancing floor by floor, with topping out expected later this year and full opening targeted for 2027. What makes this tower especially complex isn't just its height, it's the mix of uses stacked vertically. A luxury hotel, high-end office space, and hundreds of residential units. Each zone requires separate mechanical systems, vibration control, and circulation, an engineering challenge at this scale. The site adds another layer of difficulty. Built next to Waller Creek, the project required deep foundation piers anchored into limestone bedrock and advanced flood mitigation planning. At the top, tuned mass dampers counter wind forces. At the base, the tower connects directly into Austin's expanding pedestrian and greenway network. While highways dominate much of Texas transportation spending, one of the most technically demanding rail projects is unfolding quietly in North Texas. The Silver Line is a 26-mile commuter rail corridor connecting suburbs, job centers, and DFW International Airport. After years of heavy civil work, 2026 marks the transition from construction to systems integration. Track installation is nearly complete. The focus has shifted to signaling, communications, and federally mandated safety systems. Unlike light rail, the Silver Line uses diesel multiple unit trains that meet federal railroad standards. That allows it to share corridors with freight traffic, but requires more stringent testing. Throughout the year, trains are undergoing trial runs, braking tests, and emergency response drills. Station construction continues in parallel. Platforms, canopies, elevators, and ticketing systems are moving toward test-ready status. By year's end, the line is expected to be substantially complete, setting the stage for service launch in 2027. Far from major cities, one of Texas's most energy-intensive projects is taking shape. In Shackelford County, the Frontier Campus is rising as a hyperscale data center complex designed for massive cloud and AI workloads. Construction began in 2023. By 2026, the first buildings are nearing completion. Each structure spans hundreds of thousands of square feet, packed with dense server racks, advanced cooling systems, and high-voltage electrical infrastructure. What sets this project apart is scale. The campus is designed to eventually exceed 1 gigawatt of power demand. That requires new substations, transformer yards, and extensive backup generation. Throughout 2026, utility infrastructure dominates construction activity. Transformers, switchgear, and cooling systems are being delivered in phases. Roads, fiber corridors, and foundations for future data halls are also being built in advance, allowing expansion through the 2030s without disrupting live operations. At Austin Bergstrom International Airport, a multi-billion-dollar expansion is entering a critical phase. After years of planning, 2026 marks the shift into vertical construction. The centerpiece is a new midfield terminal. Structural steel is rising. Decks are being poured. Utility cores are taking shape. At the same time, taxiways are being realigned, ramps expanded, and airfield lighting installed, all while the airport remains fully operational. Inside the existing terminal, ticketing halls, security checkpoints, and baggage areas are being reconfigured to improve passenger flow. A new central utility plant is also under construction. It's designed to supply chilled water, emergency power, and system redundancy for future terminals. While the full expansion stretches into the 2030s, early improvements are expected to open as soon as 2027. Just outside Austin, one of the most strategically important industrial projects in the country is nearing its next phase. Samsung's semiconductor plant in Taylor represents a $17 billion investment in domestic chip manufacturing. By 2026, the project has moved well beyond foundations. Structural steel is complete. Exterior cladding is rising. Cleanroom spaces are being sealed for interior build-out. This facility is designed to produce advanced chips that requires extreme precision. Vibration-isolated tool foundations, ultra-pure water systems, chemical delivery infrastructure, and massive electrical capacity. Multiple substations are under construction, with miles of piping installed above and below ground. Samsung has indicated that tool installation will begin in late 2026, with production targeted for 2027. In San Antonio, one of Texas's largest highway reconstruction projects is in full swing. Loop 1604 is being expanded across more than 23 miles. A congested 4-lane corridor is being transformed into an 8-lane expressway built for long-term growth. In 2026, construction is active across nearly every segment. Main lanes are being widened. Interchanges rebuilt. Flyover connectors erected at major junctions. Pavement pours, bridge deck placements, and drainage installations are happening simultaneously. Utility relocations continue in parallel, while intelligent traffic systems and high-mast lighting are embedded for future traffic management. Some sections are expected to open ahead of schedule, but full completion will extend through 2028. In North Texas, an unusual entertainment project is also taking shape. Universal is building its first theme park designed exclusively for children. In Frisco, vertical construction is now visible across the site. Themed lands, indoor attractions, and show buildings are rising. Ride systems are being delivered and assembled. An on-site hotel is moving through interior build-out. Roadways, parking, and guest circulation routes are taking shape. Stormwater management and utility systems are critical this year, ensuring the park meets regional flood standards. The project remains on track for a 2027 opening and will anchor a larger mixed-use district nearby. At Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, one of the state's largest aviation projects is back in full motion. Terminal F will add 15 new gates and significantly expand passenger capacity. After pandemic delays, construction is fully active again. In 2026, structural framing is rising. Roof trusses are being installed. Facade work is beginning. Advanced mechanical systems, energy-efficient lighting, and backup power infrastructure are being integrated. Airside work includes new taxiways, aprons, fueling systems, and jet bridge foundations. Inside, early interior framing is underway. Terminal F is designed to connect directly into the airport's people mover system, allowing seamless transfers across DFW. Texas isn't just building projects, it's building capacity. For growth, for technology, for a future that's arriving faster than ever. If you want more deep dives into the biggest builds, the real timelines, and what they mean for everyday life, like and subscribe. And comment which project you want to see next.